Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we take your sources, all that research, the articles, your notes, and we really try to pull out the key insights for you. Today, we are diving into something pretty fascinating, and it's moving fast. It's the intersection of artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency. I mean, these two fields are huge on their own, right? But what happens when they actually collide? Think of this as maybe a shortcut to understanding what some people are calling the autonomous future of finance for you. Okay, let's unpack this. So to maybe kick things off, let's draw a quick parallel here. Both AI, well, specifically machine learning and blockchain, they're fundamentally decentralizing forces, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. They both push away from a central point of control.
Right. AI learns from all this data, makes decisions, without a human directly telling it what to do in that moment. And blockchain, well, it gets rid of the need for central authorities, banks, that sort of thing, for transactions. It's peer-to-peer.
Exactly. And that shared core, that move away from centralization, that's where some really interesting possibilities start to open up.
We're really just scratching the surface, too.
Oh, definitely. And it's not just about doing things faster. It's about decisions potentially made without human bias or emotion.
Which is, that's a huge shift. Revolutionary, maybe, but also potentially volatile.
Potentially, yes.
So when you actually combine these, you get this concept people are calling autonomous finance, which basically means, what, AI algorithms talking directly to smart contracts?
That's the idea. Those self-executing contracts on the blockchain,
Yeah.
the AI interacts with them to, well, execute financial stuff.
And the key is completely without human oversight in the moment.
Completely. Yeah. Imagine an AI. It doesn't just predict the market trends, it can actually automatically buy and sell assets based on those predictions.
Instantly, securely, no middleman.
Precisely.
Okay, but this sounds a bit futuristic. Is this actually happening now?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It is already happening. It's not science fiction.
Really?
In DeFi, mainly. Decentralized finance. Some platforms have already started integrating machine learning. They're using it to make real-time decisions. Things like lending, borrowing, trading.
So the AI is, what, figuring out the best interest rates or something?
Stuff like that, yeah. Optimizing yield farming. Getting returns on your crypto holding.
Ah, like earning interest, basically.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. And dynamically adjusting interest rates based on market conditions, automatically rebalancing portfolios. It's all based on incoming data.
Wow, okay.
And what's fascinating here is how projects like SingularityNET really show this in action.
SingularityNET, right? Tell us about that.
Well, it's essentially a platform where AI and blockchain work together. They offer decentralized AI services. So instead of relying only on, say, Google or Amazon for AI tools, you have this decentralized marketplace.
Which means more transparency, more fairness, maybe.
That's the goal. It kind of re-architects who controls and profits from AI. It could democratize access, maybe foster a more open source AI world.
That's a pretty big deal in itself, decentralizing the AI.
It is. A huge insight.
Okay, so let's go back to the AI's strengths. Here's where it gets really interesting, I think. AI is just incredibly good at pattern recognition.
Unbelievably good. It can sift through massive data sets, find correlations, trends, things a human would just never spot.
So apply that to crypto trading.
Exactly. You could have AI agents learning from all the historical price data, adjusting constantly to what's happening right now, and then executing trades. Super efficient, super fast, way faster than any human could react.
Okay, wow.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, think about autonomous DAOs.
DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. Right now, they're mostly run by humans voting with tokens, yeah?
Mostly, yes, like shareholders voting. But imagine DAOs managed, or at least significantly guided by AI systems. These AI agents could potentially run a DAO with, well, a level of efficiency and maybe objectivity humans struggle with.
Give me an example, like what could an AI DAO do?
Okay, maybe an AI-run DAO automatically shifts funds to the best performing assets in its treasury. Or it could adjust voting rules based on how engaged the community is. Or even maybe design its own new smart contracts if the situation changes.
It designs its own rules.
Potentially, down the line.
Yeah.
It creates this kind of self-governing, self-optimizing financial entity. It adapts, it scales in real time.
That sounds incredibly efficient, almost like a living organism. But, okay, what about bias? Algorithmic bias, or the black box problem?
Yes, good point.
If these things are self-optimizing, how do we know what they're optimizing for? Is it fair outcome?
Yeah.
Or just pure profit, even if the way it gets there is Murky.
That is precisely the challenge. You get this self-optimizing finance, but it adds this whole new layer of complexity and, frankly, risk. And it brings us to a huge point, the whole ethical side of things.
Yeah.
I mean, if an AI acting autonomously in finance causes, I don't know, a massive market crash or enables a huge hack, who is responsible? Is it the person who wrote the initial code, the person who deployed the smart contract? The network itself gets very fuzzy.
Especially in a decentralized system where responsibility is already spread out.
Exactly.
So we're not just talking about mistakes, but could bad actors use this deliberately? Like weaponized financial AI?
That's the security nightmare, isn't it? Malicious AI. This raises a really important question about AI manipulation. If the AI gets smarter and more autonomous, who's watching the watchers?
Right.
You could theoretically have malicious actors creating deceptive AI agents, ones designed to manipulate markets or hack wallets or spread disinformation within these financial networks, all running by themselves.
Okay, that's sobering. A whole new level of security threat.
It is.
But all right, let's pivot back for a second, because presumably there's a lot to be excited about too, right? It's not all doom and gloom.
Oh, absolutely. There's huge positive tempo.
Like what? Beyond just trading?
Well, AI could optimize crypto mining, for instance. Make it more energy efficient by smartly allocating resources. It could speed up transaction verification, making the networks faster.
Okay, efficiency gains.
And maybe even help with the big blockchain scalability problem. AI could analyze network traffic in real time, identify bottlenecks. It might even propose solutions like protocol tweaks to increase transaction throughput, hopefully without compromising the decentralization part.
So it could help the underlying technology evolve too.
Potentially, yes.
Okay. So let's try and bring this all together then. As crypto keeps evolving, the story isn't just about decentralizing finance anymore. It's maybe heading towards intelligent, autonomous finance.
I think that's a good way to put it, yeah.
This merger of AI and blockchain, it really could lead to financial systems that, in a way, think for themselves, that adjust dynamically to markets, to the world.
You know, what's truly exciting, and maybe a bit daunting, is that the future of finance might really be this. This perfect storm. You've got AI's predictive power meeting blockchain's immutable, transparent record-keeping.
A powerful combination.
Extremely. Decisions could be made by systems that learn from patterns, that adapt in ways we're probably just beginning to grasp. But, and this is crucial for you listening, it means you really have to watch closely. Watch for the enormous opportunities, absolutely, but also be very aware of the potential risks this convergence could pose.
A call for cautious optimism, perhaps. Well, that concludes our deep dive into what might be the autonomous future of finance. We really hope this sparked some curiosity for you about these incredible transformative technologies and how they're evolving. Keep watching. Stay curious.